DJI is going to release the Mavic Air 2 soon, and an event is actually scheduled for the 27th of this April. They keep it in a mysterious note with this cool banner, but we all know it, because the new Mavic Air 2 photos have been leaked. Hi, I'm Paul from dronesgetter.com, and as you can see I'm kind of rocking the Corona look, hopefully not for long. However, I'm here to show you the newly leaked specs and photos of the new Mavic Air 2. In my last video we all discussed its possible name and speculated on what that would be. However, not anymore, as this time around we can clearly see from the first photo that it is indeed a Mavic Air 2. It says right here on the arm. So where are these photos from? You're probably asking if these photos are all legit. Well, it seems they were originally taken by Anatel, basically the FAA of Brazil, which means this drone is already approved to be sold, so there's no doubt anymore. I'm expecting Casey Neistat to do a review on it the moment DJI releases the drone. I found them first on this site, Drone Friendly, a Brazilian drone website. Let's get to the pictures because we have a lot to discuss. In the first photo we clearly see the new model looking a lot like the Mavic 2, with the two sensors in front, but a back camera that's resembling the Mavic Mini more than anything else. A photo from behind this time, and we can clearly see the two obstacle avoidance sensors behind, which is a great addition and in my opinion more important than the ones in the front. And that's because if you want to take an interesting shot by flying backwards, you don't have the camera feed to let you guide through a tighter space. So in my opinion, all the sensors of the Mavic 2 Pro, for example, were a bit overkill. I personally don't really use sensors at the top of the drone. Looking at the size chart, we can clearly see that it's much smaller than the Mavic 2 Pro, being somewhere around 20 cm by 27 cm unfolded. So it's somewhere in the middle between the Mavic Mini and the Mavic 2 Pro. And we hope the price is also somewhere in between. From the side of the drone we can see the usual slot that might hide the USB-C connection or a microSD card. There's also the 4 LED lights at the end of the arms for better night orientation, and as you can see, the motors are slightly inclined. This meaning that the drone is going to fly for longer if going at a certain speed instead of simply hovering, just like it has been the case so far with the other Mavic drones. But in this case, it seems the drone might have an even more inclined angle. We will talk about the exact leaked specs in a moment. Let's just finish with the photos first. The motors have springs, which means the props are quick release ones. The bottom is where you can actually get the feeling of a sturdy drone the most. You can see how well built the matte plastic is and how well the metal fits together, looking much more premium than the latest Mavic Mini. That, I admit, tends to look a bit cheaper because it doesn't really have metal in it. There are two infrared sensors underneath, along with two camera sensors and even a big LED in between for illuminating the landing spot in low light, just like the Mavic 2 has. On a close-up, the battery looks like it has 3500 mAh, which is plenty for a drone of this size. I will leave a link down in the description for you to check what the price of this drone is when it gets released. But what's more, there was even a leak of the official DJI drone manual from Brazil, so now we also know a lot of the drone specs. I found them first on this Brazilian website called Drone Modelissimo. In translation, the drone can capture 4K video and 48 megapixel photos and achieve a maximum flight speed of 68.4 km per hour. What's more stunning is that the drone can fly for 34 minutes, which is more than the Mavic 2 Pro, the longest flight time of any DJI drone so far. It's much more than the original Mavic Air, which offered up to 21 minutes of flight time. And for some refreshing news, since the Mavic Mini, the new Mavic Air 2 supports Active Track, and Active Track 3.0 at that. So we should expect even better tracking results from this new one. Another great feat of this drone compared to the original Mavic Air is the addition of OCUSYNC 2.0, which compared to the very limited and flimsy Wi-Fi connection of the Mavic Air is much more solid and can go up to 8 km in range, just like the Mavic 2 can. In the original photo of the event, on the DJI site, we can see there's 4 LEDs on top, which are now going to be the new battery indicators. I find them to look pretty cool. They can be seen in the original leaked photos too, if you zoom in a bit. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this new drone. If you'll buy it, and if you want to check other drones besides DJI, I recommend you check my top drones sorted by the price in the description. If you're still undecided what to buy, I do recommend you check the drone tool down in the description, where you can sort drones by price, battery life, range and so on, and you get everything recommended in the table next to it. If you like drones in general and don't know where to start, you can visit DronesGatter's homepage and it will guide you to the respective categories where you can learn a lot more about drones in general or about specific models. If you want to see more videos like this, it would help a lot if you'd like this video for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. I post about 3 times per week. If you want, you can watch the related video right here, the next recommended video right here, and you can subscribe to DronesGator easily if you click on my face right now. I usually post buyer guides for drones in general, individual reviews, photography and videography tips, and so on. So thanks for watching and see you later, alligator.